Morning. How are you, lovely? I am hoping that you had a fantastic Christmas and general holiday season. I have to tell you, for anyone that lives in the Northern Hemisphere, we had an incredibly hot summer down here in South Africa, and it was very weird watching my friends and family go through this hectic snowstorm and blizzard in America when I was sitting down here in the heat sweating to death. Anyways, I thought I would kick off the new year with responding to something that you said you wanted to know how to do. As you can see, my hair is not actually done this morning, and that is because I had a request to teach you how to do curls with a straightener. So that's what we're going to do. This is actually so super easy. I'm just going to pull up some of my hair. Okay, for most people, their hair is of a thickness that you're going to want to pull it up a bit, however you want to get it out of your face. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that out of my face. Okay, curling your hair with some type of straightener is different than a curling iron in the sense that with a curling iron, you typically start at the bottom and you like roll the hair up, 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 up. Doesn't work like that with a straightener. When curling with a straightener, you want to place the straightener on your hair where you want the curl to start. Okay, so if you just want a little bit of curl here at the ends, you're just going to start it here at the ends. If you want your curl to start here in the middle, that's where you're going to start, okay? And it's also different than a curling iron in the sense that it's not how long you hold it, it's how fast or how slow the movement goes through your hair, okay? So you're going to start your straightener where you want your curl to start, and you're either going to go fast or slow depending on how much hold you want in the curl, okay? So I'm going to give you a few examples. Okay, so everybody knows with a straightener, you just pull down to straighten the hair. That's a little bit obvious, okay? So all you're going to do to get a curl, you're going to put the straightener in. I'm going to get an angle here. And you're going to tilt your straightener. Can you see it was like flat, and I just tilted it a tiny bit, and you keep it at that angle and you just run it down through your hair. And I have a curl. I know you're probably kicking yourself right now at how easy that is, okay? So let's say I want my hair like super, super, super curly. This is just reiterating the point. I'm going to start all the way up here, okay? That's how it would be flat, just to get it straight, and I'm going to tilt it. And I'm going to go slow a little bit because I want it a bit tight. And see how the curl starts much higher, okay? This one's a little bit funky because I use it as an example in the beginning. And let's say you just want a tiny bit of curl on the end. Again, here's what it would look like flat. I'm just at the end of my hair here. I'm going to tilt it, and you just keep it at that angle, and you just run it through the end. Just a tiny curl there at the end. And let's say I'm going to switch over to this side. Okay, so the other thing to consider is the angle. Like these are pretty, okay, excuse that funky little thing there. Let me just see if I can, okay, that's a little bit better. The other thing you want to consider is the angle at which you run the brush through, or the straightener through, okay? So here it is flat. Again, you just tilt it a little bit. Now, if I tilt it and it's like tight, it's quite at like a 90-degree angle, and you pull it, and you just keep pulling it through, pulling it through, pulling it through. It makes a very tight curl like that, okay? Versus, I can hear one of my daughters calling me. That means this video is gonna end soon. Okay, so here it is flat, and you tilt it, and I'm gonna pull it back versus keeping it tight and pulling it down. See, I'm pulling it back, 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 back. And that created a slightly looser curl. It wasn't quite what I was going for, so let's try one more time. Okay. You could also just slightly tilt it, like barely, 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 and just run it through. And it's just going to create like a nice, so see, you've got lots of options in terms of the curl in your hair. These are very tight curls. This is a much looser curl. This is a bit more, you can see I started it only about halfway down. This one was obviously much higher up. Let's see if we can get one more curl out of this one. My hair is going to look really funky now. This one, just going to tilt it back a bit. See. So you need to play with it a little bit. I think I've given you the basics now in the sense that you understand that you need to pick a point where how far you want your curls. And that's probably something that you're going to have to experiment with. See, there's just like a cute little baby curl. That's something, how tight or how loose or how much curl you have. That's something that you're going to have to experiment with and see what you like and what you don't like and what frames your face better. I have to say these tighter curls that take up the whole strand, it's much younger looking. These smaller curls at the end are quite fun and a little bit more age appropriate. This like very sort of big sweeping gentle curl is definitely a bit more elegant and age appropriate right across the spectrum, but you're just gonna have to play and see. I still do my curls like this a lot of times. In fact, what I often do, my hair looks crazy for this video. What I often do is I'll do very tight curls like this at night, right before I go to bed, and I'll spray them. I'll do it all over my whole head, and then I sleep on it, and they just dropped really nicely the next day. Another option you have is to do really tight curls like this, and then just run your fingers through it quite a bit, and it'll just pull out enough of the curl that it looks very like loose and lovely. So that is my foundation to learning to curl with a straightener. And obviously you're just going to go in sections around your head, and you would take some of this hair down and you would resection it, and then you would do another one. So obviously my hair is a bit more layered up towards the top, so it's a bit easier to just sort of like to work in with the layers. Okay, so that is my curling video for the morning. I hope it was really helpful for you. Okay, so let's just recap and say one more time. So you're gonna concentrate on where your straightener starts. You're gonna concentrate on your angle. Okay, so you can, doesn't matter whether you tip it forward or whether you decide to tip it backwards. I do a bit of both, and it just adds a bit of variety. Okay, so angle, where it starts, and how fast or how slow. Okay, so look, obviously if I take it through here really slowly, it's gonna set the curl a bit stronger. Versus if I just sort of like, ow, run my thing through it, it gives it something, but it's very loose. Okay, so how fast or how slow, where you start the straightener in your hair, and the angle of it, I would say, are the most important aspects. If you have a go at this and you're still struggling, please send me an email. I'm totally happy to troubleshoot with you, because I guarantee you're not the only person that has these questions, and I would love to answer them for you. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I would love to see pictures of your new curls. If you tried the first time and it doesn't really work, don't give up. It's fine. Just keep trying. Just put the straightener in, tilt a bit, and just run it through. That's all you have to do, and you're going to be hundreds. Depending on your hair texture, you might want to spray it a bit afterwards with either hairspray or some hair starch, something like that. Either way, it's easy peasy, and you are going to do hundreds. Please send me pictures of your new curls, and I will talk to you soon.